I'm 45, and for the first time in my life, I am prioritizing my health. My health went down the drain after I hit perimenopause, you all, and it's been a struggle just feeling like I'm able to just stay on top of everything. So I want to give you 10 different things that I'm doing right now to help my overall health that I've really seen a drastic improvement on, especially in the last year. First thing I did is I stopped starving myself and actually fueled my body. Now, the number one first thing that I've done to prioritize my health is cleaned up my diet, you guys. So I started eating these Tiffany's plates. If you all are on TikTok, you know what those are. It's a plate full of raw, fresh vegetables and fruits with some sausage cooked. I make sure to get a high quality sausage. I'll show you in a second. She does cottage cheese and mustard, but my doctor told me I straight up cannot have dairy, so I switched out for hummus. I add some chili crisp to get a little extra protein. The idea behind this plate is to eat raw vegetables and protein, and that's it. I cut out starches, sugars, things like that, other than the natural ones and the fruits. My doctor loves this, you guys, but I cannot even tell you how much better I feel. I have lost weight. My doctor's like, you lost 5 pounds this month. I was like, that's shocking. Like, for me to lose any weight at all, you guys, is such a struggle. Do you see my skin? It's so much better. Everything has gotten better since I've eaten these every day. I got my husband on it now. The big lie that I believe is happening is that you have to be calorie deficit, which yes, I guess you do. But I had a doctor tell me, she went through my diet and I was like, look, I'm not losing weight. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. She told me straight in my face, she's like, you are not eating enough, Marlena. How can you lose weight if your metabolism is bottom out because you aren't eating enough? And I didn't believe her, you guys, because I was literally, I was eating such tiny portions. I was hungry and starving all the time. And then after a week of doing that, I'd give up and I'd snack and things like that because I was hungry. So when I eat a big plate of food like this, but it's very nutrient dense, low calorie, I'm eating more volume to replace caloric intake, if that makes sense. It's changed the game. It is the only thing that has actually worked for me in my 40s, you guys, is eating more volume of high quality food and have it be raw vegetables. And it's life changing. I don't know what to tell you. Please try it. Trust me. So this is a sausage that I get you all because it has no antibiotics, no nitrates, it's gluten-free, casein-free. I try to get something that's just very good quality sausage. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can always grill some chicken, some steak, or something like that on the grill. I do this just because it's easy and fast. Here's all the plates for everyone. Super easy and fast. I have cucumber, bell pepper, a little bit of fruit with cherries and blueberries, broccoli, celery, some olives, carrots, 1 date for a little bit of sweetness, and then there's my sausage. So then for some extra protein, I add some hummus. I just get this red pepper one, and this is what I dip the vegetables into. And then I like to add a little chili crisp just for extra flavor. You guys know I don't play when it comes to flavor. You can add some chopped chives in here, something like that. So I top that on it. Look how delicious that is, you guys. And it was so fast. This is all a lot of food, but it's very low calorie, very high density in nutrients, fills you up and keeps me full for a long time. Number 2, I prioritize daily movement, even if it's just a simple walk. I am ashamed to say this, you all, but I have not stepped foot in a gym in years. Ever since I gave birth to my daughter after COVID, I gained a lot of weight back. I was so embarrassed to be in the gym, you all, surrounded by all these super fit people. I was so intimidated. I was self-conscious, and I'm not a gym person to begin with. I know it's obvious, but I love to exercise outside. So working out, if you don't work out right now, or maybe you're not doing much, any sort of movement is better than nothing. So I literally just go on a walk, you guys. We moved to Colorado specifically for my health because the weather's beautiful. It's sunny all the time. Like, look how gorgeous these views are. It's incredible. Like, look at this. So I try to every single day after I pick up from Audie for school, we go as a family, we take the dogs, we go for a walk, we go to a nice park, and it doesn't feel like exercising. I'm not intimidated. I'm outside getting fresh air. Just doing something with movement gets me started, and I'm able to do it kind of slowly and work my way up, doing longer walks, going faster. But the goal is just to move in any way possible. Number 3, I take my mental health as seriously as I do my physical health. So one part of my life that I have neglected for many years, you all, and I try not to get emotional about this because it's been a wild roller coaster, is my mental health. Throughout the growth of Makeup Geek, for those who may not know, I had a company I started from the ground up. I grew it to a multi-million-dollar company in a very short time. And throughout that, I was a workaholic. I just am. Naturally, I work a lot, but because I was so focused on those things, I completely neglected my mental health. And so here I am in my 40s, and I'm definitely paying for it now. I have anxiety. I have a lot of health problems that are actually triggered by putting myself through a massive amounts of stress. I have been forced to have to focus on that in my 40s because I didn't focus on it when I was younger. So if I could say anyone who's watching this, especially if you were younger, please make sure you make your mental health a priority because it will catch up to you sometime. What I'm doing right now is I am doing daily journaling. So I wake up every morning and I have this gratitude journal. It's called the 6-minute journal. It's amazing. Get it on Amazon. I've talked about this a lot. It basically talks about 6 minutes a day of just journaling. It asks you specific questions of what are 3 things you were grateful for? What is your motto for the day? Something positive that you want to remind yourself of. It makes you write it down, and there's something tactile about writing something down that really engraves it in your head. And doing that first thing in the morning sets your day up for success and helps me be mentally stronger because I started off my day being grateful. And then take walks every day and get outside and get sunshine and snuggling with the doggies. Like, that's why they're here with me. Like, they follow me everywhere, you guys. They help my mental health so much because they're so snuggly, they're so sweet. Anytime I'm stressed out or I'm mentally overwhelmed, I will stop, I'll pick them up, I'll snuggle with them. You guys, it is huge. So if you can, I know it's a lot, be like, just go get a dog. Like, rescue a dog, get something if you are able to. I'm telling you, it's life-changing for just helping my mental health overall. Number 4, I upgrade my skincare to adjust to my changing skin. Ever since I hit my 40s, my skin completely changed. I got really bad hyperpigmentation. The wrinkles started coming in, pores were coming in. I started getting some sagging in here. It's been a battle trying to just stay on top of my skin and slow down aging as much as possible. So what I've done is really simplified my daily skincare routine. I don't use quite as many products. Try to keep just 4 products for morning and at night instead of using like 8 to 10 like I was in my 30s. But what I did start adding was very strategic things that are low maintenance that complement my skincare routine. And one of the things I started using was the system by Cure. I'm sure you all have heard of this. It is the coolest system I've ever seen. It takes a lot to get me excited on anything in makeup and skincare because I've seen it all, but this is so freaking innovative, you all. So Cure is this 2-in-1 system that has microneedling stamping, but it has serums that you attach to it, which is so cool. I have 2 kinds of serums in my kit. I'm almost out. I actually have to order some more. One for dark spots and one for wrinkles. I love the dark spots one. I've used this for several weeks now. I have no lighting in here, you all. This is literally right here is a window in my bathroom. I don't have any makeup on. I swear. I don't even have sunscreen on yet. I just washed and moisturized my face. Look at my skin. When I tell you the difference in my skin of doing very targeted treatments like this versus going to a spa and having to do facials all the time, I do this on myself at home every 2 weeks for like 5 minutes. Look at my skin, you guys. Look. Make it up close. Make it up close. Do you see that? Look at that. Have this bottle and you get new heads. Like, you can put a fresh new head on the top and it has these little needles on it. Let me show you. So you literally microneedle your skin, but with the serum. So the serums get deeper into the skin, which for me, having dry, sensitive skin has been amazing. It doesn't hurt at all when you're pressing it on your skin, you all. Do you see the little cap? Let me try to get it up close so you can see. So you screw this on top of the bottle, you pour the solution in, and then you literally just stamp it on the skin, and it feels almost, it doesn't hurt at all. It feels almost like a little piece of Velcro just barely touching the skin. And you do this every 2 weeks just for 5 minutes until the serum is up, and I just dab it all over my face, just lightly stamping the skin. I do my chest as well, so that way I get the effects down here. Like, my chest used to be very, very pigmented. I've got some work still to do. There's a little splotchiness, but over time you'll see the results. So it takes a little bit of time to really build up results from this. It's recommended by many dermatologists like the Dr. Lee Do. I don't know if you follow them. They're amazing. I love them so much. I definitely have seen the results. I'm going to show you the results. Like, I cannot tell you how much difference my skin looks now versus the same time last year. It's like night and day different. So I'm a huge fan. I will always use this. It's super easy, and because I don't have to use it every day, it's very low maintenance, which I need because I'm a mom. I'm busy. I'm in my 40s. I don't have time to do all this stuff every single day. So they are our partner for today's video. I'm so grateful for Cure because I really, really do love this product. It's so innovative. So whoever designed this, huge bravo. Like, it is really innovative, and I genuinely have seen such great results. So the Cure team has given me a specific discount to pass on to all of you. If you want to try the system, you can save some money. I really love it, you guys. You know I don't BS you on here. I don't partner with just random brands. I test it out thoroughly for months and months and months to make sure that I really enjoy the product before I ever do a video with them. So I'm so grateful for Cure because I love this product a lot. So I'll put all the information in the description box below. So number 6, I reduce my screen time, but I increase my time with loved ones. Now, this one I will say is a work in progress, you guys. I'm not going to bullshit you and be like, oh, I cut down my screen time, and try. It is hard, y'all, especially since I do what I do. I'm here on camera. Like, my way of life, how I make money is being on social media. So it really is tricky, you all, to cut out on my screen time. So what I have done at nights now is I'm still on my phone a little bit, but I'm not actively on social media. I realize that if I'm constantly scrolling TikTok and Instagram and I'm seeing, like, all these fancy trips and like these ideal lives, even though my life is amazing, I still felt like this negative vibe because it's like, oh, well, I haven't done this grand trip, or I haven't done this. I start comparing myself, or, oh, they look so fit and healthy and I'm struggling with my weight. I don't want to do this comparison game. It's just not healthy, you guys. So I've really tried to cut back on my personal amount of time on social media. And at night, what I do instead is I play these games, you guys, on my phone. You're going to laugh at me. So I have these games. It's called offline games. I don't know if you can see this. So it's just all these like really basic games on here. There's a ton of them. My favorite one that I'm doing right now is called Water Sort, and I'm on the extra hard level, as you can tell. It's really fun, but they're all these kind of like little mind games. So I need something mentally to focus on, because if I just try to go to sleep and just sit in silence, my mind will race. It'll take off. I'll spiral. I'll think of all the million things I need to do. So I need something to focus on mentally that will get my mind to just slow down a little bit. And then after I play these games for a little bit, then I can sit and chill and either read a book or do something. I kind of need to de-escalate my brain a little bit, if that makes sense, before I go to bed. So I don't spend time on social media, but I will do like games like this instead. And that seems to help me. Take that for what it's worth. Number 7, I started supporting my hormones with hormone replacement therapy. And this is so not talked about enough across social media, you guys. I am ashamed to admit I didn't even know that perimenopause was a thing until last year. And I'm 45, so I'm well into perimenopause, getting closer to the menopause stage. I had no idea this was even a thing until I got to it. And you guys, I have seen so many doctors over the years for random symptoms. If you are over 35 and you have random unexplained symptoms like itchy ears, joint pain, headaches, insomnia, night sweats, irritability, mood swings, anxiety, like you name it, just all of these host of things that just don't make sense, it's probably perimenopause. Welcome, you guys, welcome. It's a fun time. So what I started doing to really take the reins of my health is I found MIDI Health. I'm not going to talk about it a lot in this video because I've done other videos with them. Find your doctor first. Tell them you need your hormones checked. Get them checked and see if you are low on your estrogen, your progesterone, your testosterone. And if you are low, it's a great time to start some therapy. Talk to your doctor about it. If your doctors aren't listening to you, which mine were, I've seen so many doctors, none of them once ever brought up perimenopause. The only way I found out, you guys, was through MIDI Health, which is a separate health agency that focuses specifically on women's health. So through them, they literally changed my life and they got me on hormone replacement therapy. So I take these patches. Let me show you guys. This is my estrogen patch that I take. I also have pills that I take for progesterone. So that's the 2 that I'm taking. I also take testosterone pills too, which not everyone has to, but I do because mine bottom out. I have 0 testosterone after I miscarried last year. So for me, my program is customized. So I just meet with a clinician every month. We go over my symptoms. How am I feeling? And you guys, my itchy ears stopped. When I tell you I had Q-tips, I was like jabbing my eardrum. They itch so freaking bad. I started the hormones, you guys. My itchy ears are gone. My night sweats gone. I'm still a little irritable, but I have a 5-year-old and I'm sleep deprived, so that's part of that. But like most of my symptoms have gotten so much better. I feel like a different person, you guys. So please, please, if you're over 35, demand that you get your hormones checked. Number 8, I started taking electrolytes and not drinking just plain water. The other thing I started doing to help my health, you all, is I have to trick myself into drinking water. It's no joke, you guys. So I have to add electrolytes and drink mixes to my water. You all, I am 45 years old and I am like a 4-year-old child trying to get them to eat vegetables when it comes to me drinking water. I don't know why I have such a hard time just drinking plain water, so I have to trick myself like a child. So here's my drink station, guys. I have my big old cup. And I have 2 things that I put in here. So I'm going to start first with my water. We have this filtered water. I fill it up my cup. Take Amra colostrum. So these have colostrum in there, which is so good for you. I like the vine watermelon flavor. So I do a packet in here of that, but I also mix in a little bit of electrolytes too. This is also watermelon flavor. I add a little bit of that because electrolytes are good for me, but I have to be careful because of the salt. So I do like maybe just about a half a scoop because I want some electrolytes, but I don't want to overdo it just because I am prone to swelling. Then I just take my little mixer, mix it all together, add some ice, pop on the lid because you guys know I'm clumsy and I don't have to pretend like I'm a 4-year-old child making me eat my vegetables. Number 9, I got my labs done and stopped guessing on what I needed. You all, this one for me is so huge because it was life-changing. It was the first time in my 45 years of being on this earth where I had a deep dive and actual on paper results of so many different things about my health. I want something on paper. I want actual scientific, factual results. What is going on with my body? And I got tired of doctors giving me the same bullshit test results. It's like, I've already done that test. It doesn't show anything. I want a deep dive. So I started going to Function Health. This is not sponsored by them in any way, you guys. I paid for this with my own money. Function Health is a place where you can order your own blood test. You do have to pay for it out of pocket. But for me, it was totally worth it, that investment, because I was so tired of not getting full results. And you were able to actually custom pick which blood results you want to do. And I did the whole gamut. I was like, look. So I went in and ordered myself a lot of different things, and I got answers. And literally just this morning, you guys, I went to a new primary care doctor because we just moved, and I gave them the test results. It was 17 pages of results. I was like, look, I did a full workup of this. I have all of these markers that are in range, and I have over 20 markers that are out of range. What does this mean? And I literally put it in doctors' faces. I was like, look, this is what the data says. What is going on? If I could say anything from this video, and I try not to get emotional about this because I have had to fight for so long for my health, you guys. Like, I've had to advocate. I've had to push and pressure and fight and go to different doctors to get answers because no one took me seriously and kept saying, oh, it's anxiety, it's in your head. I'm like, no, this is bullshit. What's going on is not in my head. And so to actually have results on paper and be able to put it in doctor's face and like, look, this says this is out of range. How do I fix this? Why is this why I'm having blurred vision? Is this why I'm having muscle weakness? Is this why I'm having these things? So me taking ownership and just grabbing the reins over my own health and ordering blood work on my own has been huge for me, because now I can go to doctors armed with information that is factual for them. So I'll put the link to them below. Again, you guys, this is not sponsored. I swear, I've bought this all with my own money. I advocated for myself, but for me, it's been huge. Take ownership of your health, guys. Take those reins. Grab it by the bull horns. Let me know in the comments, you all, what you are doing to prioritize your health. I'd love to learn from you guys too, and just keep improving my life as much as I can. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another video.